Sisrita found the following nutritional information on the pack of Balambutam supplied by the government Anganwadi workers to her younger brother. Study the information and answer the following questions. Table 1. Component amount per 100 grams. Carbohydrates 67 grams. Proteins 11 grams. Fat 11 grams. Iron 9.1 milligram. Vitamin A 202.5 milligram. Calcium 367 milligrams. Vitamin B1 0.6 milligram. Vitamin B2 0.55 milligram. Vitamin C 15.3 milligram. Folic acid 22.1 milligram. Niacin or nicotinic acid 6.3 milligram. We can observe in this table two question tags. One is, which component is larger quantity in this table? Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. Which component is lesser quantity in this table? Vitamin B2. Vitamin B2. Write down all of you. Or take screenshot. Right? Do you know, my dear students, in every food material, like vegetable product, like plant products and animal products, contain nutrients or components. Every food material, like plant products and animal products, contain nutrients or components. Nutrients or components. These are essential in our body. These are essential in our body. These components give us energy, keep our body healthy condition, well-being. All the components are essential in our body, give us energy, healthy, keep our body healthy condition, and well-being. Okay, take screenshot, my dear students. Next. Components of the food, macro components or nutrients. Macro components or nutrients. First one is carbohydrates. Which side is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. This is one of the macronutrient. Carbohydrate is one of the macronutrient. Listen very carefully. We are familiar with the scene that cricket players. You are familiar with the scene that cricket players taken drinks during break time. మనం తరచుగా చూస్తూ ఉంటాం క్రికెట్ ప్లేయర్స్ క్రికెట్ ఆడుతూ మధ్యలో బ్రేక్ టైంలో డ్రింక్స్ తీసుకుంటూ ఉంటారు. You are familiar with the scene that cricket players taken drinks during break time. Why cricket players they take drinks during break time? We know that drinks gives energy. Which type of energy? Instant energy. మనం చూస్తూ ఉంటాము క్రికెట్ ఆడుతున్నప్పుడు మధ్యలో బ్రేక్ టైంలో క్రికెట్ ప్లేయర్స్ ఏం చేస్తూ ఉంటారు? కూల్ డ్రింక్స్ తాగుతుంటారు లేదా డ్రింక్స్ తాగుతూ ఉంటారు. Why do they take in drinks? Drinks gives energy, instant energy. While when we are tired, cricket players are tired, we need energy to become become normal. వాళ్ళు అలసిపోయి ఉంటారు, ఆడి అలసిపోయి ఉంటారు. వాళ్ళకి ఇమీడియట్ గా ఏం కావాలి? ఎనర్జీ కావాలి, నార్మల్ అవడం కోసం. when you are tired we need energy to become normal condition, during the cricket match. Cricket players taken drinks, they give instant energy. Drinks contain one of the component that is glucose. You know that glucose powder, glucon D అంటాము, glucose some names ఉన్నాయిగా. గ్లూకోజ్ పౌడర్ తో వాళ్ళు ప్రిపేర్ చేసినటువంటి డ్రింక్ తాగుతూ ఉంటారు. that is familiar. Glucose powder. Glucose is one type of carbohydrate. So cricket players taken drinks during the break time. Glucose give immediate energy or instant energy. Glucose is one type of carbohydrate. Now let us discussing carbohydrates. Carbohydrate is the main component. This is a macronutrient. Or component. Carbohydrate is a macronutrient or component. Carbohydrate is the main source of energy. Carbohydrate is one of the macronutrient or component. Carbohydrate is the main source of energy for our body. So carbohydrate is also known as energy giving nutrient. Carbohydrate is also known as energy giving nutrient. Carbohydrate is one of the macronutrient or component. This is the main source of energy, and it is also known as energy giving nutrient. Carbohydrate can occupy major portion in many type of food materials. Carbohydrate occupy major portion in many type of food materials. Very important, my dear students. Carbohydrate is a macronutrient. This is the main source of energy. It is also known as energy giving nutrient. Carbohydrate occupy major portion in many type of food items. This is present in many type of food items. Carbohydrates are present in many type of food items. Carbohydrates are rich in different types of food materials. Carbohydrates rich in different types of food materials. Carbohydrates rich in different types of food materials. Carbohydrates are rich in different types of food materials like rice, wheat, maize, finger millet, finger millet, potato, etc. Carbohydrates are rich in different types of food materials like rice, wheat, maize, finger millet, potato, etc. Rice, you know that. Wheat, godumalu. Maize, mokkajonna. Finger millet means ragi chodi. Chodi pin antaru kada, ragi java taagutu untaru kada peddavaళ్ళు. Finger millet, ragi chodi pin antaru. Chodi java alati tayaru chestaru. Potato, etc. Carbohydrates are rich. Okay. You can prepare some of the food materials. You can make a list. Some of the food materials contain carbohydrates rich. You can prepare own way. You kuda prepare chesukomma. Inka ఏమేం food items లో carbohydrates ఎక్కువగా present అయి ఉంటుంది అనేది you can prepare one of the table. Make a list. Carbohydrates are rich in different types of food materials. For example, carbohydrates are rich in rice, wheat, maize, finger millet, potato, etc. My dear students, does all the food materials carbohydrates are present? My dear students, does all the food materials contain carbohydrates? No, no. In some of the food materials contain carbohydrates. Does all the food materials contain carbohydrates? No. Some of the food materials contain carbohydrates. How can you say that? How can you say that carbohydrates are present in food materials? How can you say that carbohydrates are present in food materials? Ma Vaishnavi, what do you want? Vaishnavi, what do you want? Vaishnavi. Right. If you want any doubt, immediately after the completion of class, make a phone call. Right. Listen. Carbohydrates are present in some of the food materials only. Some of the food materials only. How can you say that carbohydrates are present in the food material? How can you say that carbohydrates are present in the food material? Now, test for carbohydrate. Test for carbohydrate. Test for carbohydrates. Test for carbohydrates. Put side heading, test for carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are usually present in the food material like starch or glucose, starch or sugar or glucose. Generally, carbohydrates are present in the food material is in the form of starch or sugar or glucose. Carbohydrate అనేది ఫుడ్ మెటీరియల్స్ లో ఎలా ఫామ్ అయి ఉంటుందట? స్టార్చ్, షుగర్ మాలిక్యూల్ కింద లేదా గ్లూకోజ్ కింద ప్రెసెంట్ అయి ఉంటుంది. హౌ కెన్ యూ సే దట్ carbohydrates are present in the food material? We can use one of the chemical substance, that is iodine. That is iodine. Iodine is a reagent. Iodine is a reagent for the conformation of starch or sugar or carbohydrate present in the food materials. Present in the food materials. Iodine is a chemical substance. Iodine is a reagent. This substance helps for conformation of starch or glucose or sugar molecule. Okay, right. Now conduct a simple activity. Now conduct a simple lab activity for the conformation of carbohydrates, for the conformation of starch or glucose. Now conduct a simple activity, lab activity. Write down everyone. Lab activity. Lab activity 1. Lab activity 1. Right? Lab activity. First of all, aim. First of all, aim. To prove that carbohydrates present in the food material, present in the food material. To prove that carbohydrates present in the food material. To prove that carbohydrates are present in the food material. To confirm the test. To confirm the test. Test. Presence of carbohydrates. Presence of carbohydrates in the food. In the food. To prove that carbohydrates present in the food material, or to confirm the test presence of carbohydrates in the food. This is aim for this activity. Next, requirements. Requirements or apparatus. Requirements or apparatus for this activity. What type of materials are required in this activity? What type of materials are required in this activity? What do you need? What do you need? First of all, diluted iodine solution. Iodine solution. Diluted iodine solution. Already previous said, iodine is a chemical substance. Iodine is a reagent. This is useful for conformation test for starch or carbohydrate or glucose. First మనకి ఏం కావాలి సార్? Diluted iodine solution. This is iodine solution. This is concentrated iodine solution. Concentrated iodine solution. You have to prepare diluted solution. This is actually concentrated solution, concentrated iodine solution. We can prepare diluted iodine solution. Diluted iodine solution అంటే మనం ఏం చేస్తాము? Add few drops of water. few drops of water. This is diluted iodine solution. The iodine solution is dissolved in the water. The color can be changed in yellowish color. The color can be changed in yellowish. A color lo ochindi sir? Yellow color lo ochindi. Yellow color. General ga concentrated ante manam concentrated solution manaku ela kanabadindi? Concentrated solution మనం చూస్తే concentrated solution, this is concentrated, this is concentrated, this is iodine diluted iodine, this is concentrated, this is diluted iodine solution. అంటే మనం ఏం చేసాము, add few drops of water in concentrated iodine solution. The solution can be changed in diluted. The solution is dissolved in water. The solution is dissolved in water. Okay, right. The solution is changes. Color yellow color, bright yellow color lo manaku kanipistundi. This is iodine. Next మనకి ఏం కావాలి సార్? పొటాటో, నైఫ్. ఏం తీసుకున్నాను నేను ఆల్రెడీ ఇంత చెప్పాను. Carbohydrates are mostly present in some of the food material like rice, wheat, finger millet, potato, maize. నేను ఇక్కడ ఏం తీసుకున్నాను సార్? పొటాటో తీసుకున్నాను. Diluted iodine solution, potato, knife, plate, dropper. These are the requirements of apparatus for this activity. Okay, right. First of all, how to do? Ela chestam. Take a plate and a small piece of potato. This is placed in the plate. Already we have prepared diluted iodine solution. Add few drops of iodine solution. On it. The potato color change, dark brownish color. The potato color can be changed, dark brownish color. This color indicates that carbohydrate or starch is present in the food material like potato. ఏం చేశాను సార్? పొటాటో తీసుకున్నాను సార్. పొటాటో. Take a plate and potato piece. This piece is placed in your plate. Add few drops of diluted iodine solution on it. After few seconds or after few minutes, we can observe that the potato color can change, dark brownish color. This color indicates that carbohydrate or starch is present in the food material like potato. This is the simple activity. We can observe that confirmation test for starch. Write down requirements rasam kada. Next, how to do. Take a piece piece of potato. Take a piece of potato. Take a piece of potato on plate. Take a piece of potato on plate. Add the drops. Add the drops of diluted iodine solution. Diluted iodine solution on the potato piece. On the potato piece. Diluted iodine solution on the potato piece. Observe. Observe. What you can observe? The potato piece can be changed into dark brownish color. The potato piece can be changed into dark brownish color. The potato piece can be changed into dark brownish color or blackish color. If starch is present in potato piece, the starch is present in potato piece, it will turn brown blackish color. Brown blackish color. Brown blackish color. It will turn brown blackish color. Brown blackish color. Brown blackish color. Okay. The potato turns into dark brownish color. So what do you learn? Carbohydrates or starch. Carbohydrate or starch is present in the food material like potato. What you have learned? Carbohydrates or starch is present in the food material like potato. This is one of the lab activity for the confirmation test. Presence of carbohydrates in the food material like potato. I don't know of you. Or take screenshot. Or take screenshot, my dear students. Very important this lab activity. Very important this lab activity. Next. Test the other materials. Test the other food materials. Test other food materials. Test the other food materials that confirm the presence of starch or carbohydrates. The other food materials confirm the presence of starch or carbohydrates. Table 2. Table 2. Serial number 1, serial number, name of the food, presence or absence of carbohydrates. Presence or absence of carbohydrates. Presence or absence of carbohydrates. Presence or absence of carbohydrate. Serial number 1. Name of the food material. Cooked rice. Cooked rice. Add few drops of iodine drops. Add few drops of iodine solution on cooked rice. Compulsory. Color can be changed. Dark brownish color or blackish color. So carbohydrates are present. Carbohydrates are present. Carbohydrates are present. Serial number 2. Egg yolk. Egg yolk. Presence and absence of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are absent. Carbohydrates are absent. We can observe. Add few drops of iodine solution on egg yolk. Does not change the color. Does not change the color. So carbohydrates are absent in egg yolk. Next. Wheat flour. Wheat flour. Add few drops of iodine solution on wheat flour. Compulsory. Color will be changed. Dark brownish color or blackish color. So this indicates that carbohydrates are present. Carbohydrates are present. Write down everyone. Table 2. Serial number. Name of the food. Presence and absence of carbohydrates. First one. Cooked rice. Carbohydrates are present. Second one. Egg yolk. Carbohydrates are absent. Carbohydrates are absent. Wheat flour. Carbohydrates are present. Write down everyone. After, write down all of them. Right. After doing the above activities means cooked rice, egg yolk, wheat flour. We can observe carbohydrates are present or not. Carbohydrates are present or not. After doing the above test, above activities, we will come to know that egg yolk, there is no carbohydrates. There is no carbohydrates. We can observe that after doing above test. After doing above test, we will come to notice that. We will come to know that in egg yolk there is no carbohydrates. There is no carbohydrate. Then which component is present in egg yolk? Then which component is present in egg yolk? The component is proteins. The component is proteins. Proteins are present in egg yolk while carbohydrates are absent. Carbohydrates are absent. Okay, my dear students, this is the carbohydrate confirmation test for carbohydrate. Carbohydrate is present in most of the food material. Generally, carbohydrates present in the food material is in the form of starch, sugar, or glucose. Starch, sugar, or glucose. Today, discussing the topic carbohydrate. This is one of the major component of the food material. This is one of the major component of the food material. Okay, my dear students. If you have any doubt, make a phone call. This is my phone number 790-139-5911. Next class, I will explain another one of the important component present in the food material, that is proteins. That is proteins. Okay? Right. Thank you. Thank you, one and all. Madam, Surya Prakash sir की post है मैडम ना दान की चावल
Good afternoon, madam. Students,